What's up, everybody?
Alright, guys, we're back.
Welcome to another episode of Super Mecha Kaiju.
And we are continuing this thing right here. Right off where we started, I totally didn't get 2 moons when we were doing audio tests because the gameplay was really loud from our last session.
Oh my god, I don't know. It's down to like negative 25 right now. So, from what I can tell, it's made a dent, but
yeah, I don't know, we should be fine now. It shouldn't be like overly blaring all the Odyssey music.
yeah.
Which, I mean, I personally wouldn't mind because I like the music.
I do too, it's good.
That's just me.
But like, it overpowers everything we say, which is also a plus.
We're not very fun to listen to.
Listen to the sweet, slow jams of Super Mario Odd Guy. I don't like this part of the game.
What are we talking about? Do you don't like learning about the game?
No.
You don't like the exposition?
Listen, man. No. No, I like gameplay. Like this game plays super fluid, and I really like that about it. But how much story can you really pull from a Mario game? Like, we know what's going on. You don't have to explain the new areas. Like, there could literally be like worms with top hats.
You'd be like,
yeah, you'd be just like,
that's classic Mario, right?
Yeah,
there.
it's fine. I understand what's going on. Like, there's worms, they have top hats. I wonder what kind of thing I have to do. Do I have to jump on their head? Probably. Should be difficult because worms are very small.
But they don't have worms here. All they do is
worry
about their Goombas.
Yeah, they're little mushroom peoples. I do like this outfit as one of my top picks, though. It goes like the sombrero and the poncho, and then this guy. What does Bowser want from this kingdom? He wants flowers. Dang.
Dang, it's like...
How'd you even know that?
I didn't. I just guessed, man.
I didn't.
My first
even know
time
that.
playing this game.
Look, they're lug nuts. I've been lugging my nuts around, if you know what I mean.
Are you proud of that one? I can sense you're very proud of that one.
No. Whoa. Look at you with the sneaky snackies.
I'm telling you, it's my first time playing this game. I don't know it at all.
I've been wondering what those things were.
What?
The little glowy things.
Yeah, you just ground pound them, just like in the other Mario games.
Yes, those other games I have played. I think I've played a combined total of like 2 Mario games to completion.
Really? I've played a lot of Mario games. Oddly enough, though.
I've played them, but I've never beaten many of them. Like, I'd say this is probably the first one that I've beaten by myself, because... Oh, dude, get him. Get that bastard. He's going in a concentric circle.
This entire episode is just going to be me running after this rabbit.
Just hit him with your hat. Yeah. Fuck that rabbit.
There we go.
Woo.
But yeah, I played a lot of Mario games. Oddly enough, though, I've never played 64 to completion.
Really?
I've never played 64 to completion.
That's one of the few that I've beaten. Because that was like the transition into 3D space was the weird place that I grew up gaming. Because like at a young age, there was the Super Mario for the Super Nintendo. And like there was other Marios before that, but that was my first Mario. I remember seeing it in like Toys R Us, which is no longer with us.
Rest in peace, Toys R Us.
RIP. But I remember seeing it in there as a playable like thing where you could play the game, and man, it blew my mind. It was so cool. Like, it was so colorful and awesome. I played the shit out of that game. And then Mario 64 came out, and my buddy had it, and it blew our minds. Like, we thought it was so hard. Like, no game could ever be that hard because it was 3D Mario.
Really?
Yeah.
No, oh, dude. I used to think when I was younger that Sunshine was stupidly hard.
I loved Sun. My wife loves that game. Like, I've been trying to find a copy of it for her because, like...
It is so hard to find copies
it
of
is,
it
dude.
nowadays.
It didn't...
Everyone wants that shit nowadays.
I don't think it sold very well.
I think it did sell really well. It's just, like, it was one of those games that, like, if you had the GameCube, you had to have it.
Yeah.
So everyone that wanted one got it.
Yeah.
And people that didn't have it like found out about it too late, and those people just don't really want to get rid of their copies, and now it's looked at as like an expensive as fuck collector's item, just like Melee.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just like Melee. Melee's so goddamn expensive.
I've got 2 copies of that. Because I fucked up and didn't know that I still had it from my childhood, and then I bought it.
No, dude.
And it was expensive.
My copy of Melee went through like hell and back.
Really?
Yeah, because my GameCube was actually my brother's, and my brother was younger than me.
Yep.
And so like, all of his games got scratched up, and then got like the worst treatment possible because he didn't know any better at the time.
Yeah, your kids. A lot of my wife's brother's games are the same way.
They're all stupid.
I was one of those weird kids, dude. Like, because my parents are teachers, so like, we weren't poor, but like, you get one of this, and if you destroy it, you no longer have that thing. And so like, I was so careful and protective of my stuff. But like every time a new console would come out and I would get the chance to get it, they would always give my old one away. And so like I didn't, like I remember when I got the GameCube, they gave my N64 away to somebody, I forget who. And I was just like, okay, well, I guess, like, if that's what I have to do to get the new one. And I didn't know any better at the time. I didn't know that I would want to go back and revisit them, but like, that's what happened. And I had so many GameCube games, dude, like really good ones. Like, I bought it, well, I didn't buy it. My parents got it for me when it first came out. And they had the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Yeah. Like, exclusive. You can play it on this
remake thing.
Yeah. I had the remake, and it's like $85 now. But my brother pawned it when he was getting his 360 when I left. Yeah. Which is fine. Like, I don't miss it terribly. It's not constantly in the back of my mind. Nah.
Oh, dude. When I was young, I was like deathly afraid of like getting rid of any of my games. Yeah. Because to me, they were like a treasure. I was like,
they are.
I was like, nah, this shit's mine.
Get him. It's so nice that you can run into enemies and just kick them.
Yeah.
Because like,
I was so afraid. Sometimes I forget you can do that in this game because I'm just so used to jumping on top of them.
Oh yeah, well, I think everybody is.
Yeah. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, no, like I treated all my games like a treasure because I was always so afraid of like losing them. Yeah. And like something happening, so I was really paranoid about my games. Like I never let anyone borrow them. And whenever I did, I held like strong tabs over them. Yeah. So that probably made me seem like a really huge asshole as a kid, but.
Hey man, you gotta protect what's yours.
Yeah. But because of that, I never got rid of any of my games. So like every game I've had as a kid, I still own to this day.
That's awesome. That's so cool.
All of them, except Superman 64.
Well,
that was like the one game I didn't like it, but that's because as a kid I thought it was too hard. And like after I told my dad, I'm like, I don't want this game. Get rid of it for me. It's like because I couldn't like bear to get rid of it myself. Yeah. He got rid of it. Because I just hated that game.
Well, that game has gone down as, like, the worst game of all time.
People say E.T. for...
Well, E.T., yeah, there's that, but, like, 34,000 copies of that got burned in the desert in Nevada. Yeah. So, like, that's fine. We took care of those. No one's ever taken care of Superman.
Oh, no, but he's still around.
In my opinion, he's equally egregious as an offender. Because that game is...
That game is...
It was in that era where... not a lot of people knew how to, like, really treat a 3D game. Like, Mario did fine because, like, the challenges they gave you you didn't need a whole lot of precision. Like, they were big platforms you're going after, and, like, I don't know, a lot of the rules were already kind of set, you know?
Yeah, like, you could just kind of, like, translate those rules from, like, 2D to 3D.
Yeah, really, really easily.
Yeah, but
like,
no, that makes sense.
Stuff like Superman, they didn't really know what they were doing with it. And that's why every mission is just like, go through this hoop, pick up that car, go through some more hoops. Yeah. See that car? Go pick it up. And it was like, alright, well that's a horrible game.
Yeah. As a kid, I remember playing that game, and I was like... this game is stupidly hard for some reason.
Yeah.
And I just didn't like it because it was so hard.
Yeah. I always thought that Mario was kind of hard though for the 64 when I was playing it. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't always do great at it.
Yeah. It was like, yeah, that was that one game that I thought was really hard and I couldn't beat it and I couldn't figure it out. But all my other games I was okay with. Hell, I even had Quest 64 and that game was so boring.
That game, well, it's sort of a classic now too, isn't it? Because it's one of the early RPGs.
It is one of the early, I don't know, I still thought it was really boring as a kid. I tried playing it again.
Yeah.
And I got bored again. So, maybe it's just me and not the game.
Maybe. You never know. I mean, some things age well and some things don't, so it might be one of those things where, like, at the time as a kid you're so used to like Mario and this and like fast-paced action, and maybe as an adult you might prefer like the slower pace of it and like you get to understanding, you know.
Yeah.
Like there's games that I didn't really love until I got older.
Yeah.
Like the Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, I had as a kid. It was one of like the first games to come out with it as well, and like I didn't know right off the bat that you needed 2 Game Boys to play it. And that's
Do
like,
you?
yeah, in order to play it co-op, you need 2 Game Boys because they didn't want the screens or whatever to mug up all the playtime, I guess, but it still does.
Oh man,
But
I'm
like,
so bad at games.
I'm playing it again, and I'm like at the end, like I could go and beat the game,
Yeah.
but I don't want to beat the game because I want to get all like the end game weapons before I go to the last boss.
Yeah.
And it's weird because it's set up really, really kiddie style, but there's so much in it that there's depth to it that you wouldn't know if you didn't have like a walkthrough in it. I don't know. I find it a very interesting play.
Yeah. Oh, you know, so one of my all-time favorite games was Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah,
And it still is.
Yeah.
It's like one of my all-time favorite games, and I love that shit. Like,
My wife loves that game too.
yeah, but as a kid, I couldn't figure it out.
Really?
There was this one part that I couldn't figure it out, and like I would play the game and get to this one part, and after that part, I couldn't figure it out because it was just too cryptic for me.
Huh. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I remember Donkey Kong 64 was like that for me.
I have Donkey Kong 64, but I never finished playing it.
It's really hard. Like it took me forever. Like the sound of like banana is like burned into my brain, and almost nobody knows what it means. But like
Really?
yeah.
I thought it would be one of those games that just people just instantly recognize.
No, for some reason not a lot of people played it.
Huh.
Yeah, I thought it was a fantastic game, but I don't know.
The expansion pack for it was ridiculous.
The red thing?
Yeah, you need to have the red thing, otherwise it would look like shit.
Oh yeah. Oh nice. Well, we are at the end for this episode, friends and family. And Ben, I see you watching. We'll catch you guys next time. We'll continue this upward maze of tricks and tribulations.
Dang. Later, guys.